I love the character of June Goff. She's one of the most soft-hearted, hard-bitten dames in film noir. Susan Hayward gives a performance that's both poignant and sexy, disproving the commonly held notion that women in noir always conform to good girl, bad girl archetypes. June is the opposite of a femme fatale, but she's as sexy as the best of them. Now, one story that Harold Clurman loved to recount from the making of this film concerned a censor from the production code office who showed up unannounced on the set. He told Clurman that Hayward's costume had to be modified to keep so much of her bosom from being exposed. Clurman was adamant that the bodice remain unchanged, arguing, quote, "There has to be something pleasant about this picture." Since Cornell Woolrich stories are all about bizarre coincidences, here's one for you. In 1929, First National Pictures adapted Woolrich's novel Children of the Ritz, which led to the author relocating to Hollywood for a couple of years. His work didn't amount to much, but he did marry Gloria Blackton, daughter of silent film pioneer J. Stewart Blackton, creator of Vitagraph Studios. Coincidentally, a major contributor to Deadline at Dawn and noir in general got his start in the business as Blackton's chauffeur. That'd be cameraman Nick Musaraka, who probably had no idea when shooting this film that it was written by his former boss's son-in-law. Well, ex-son-in-law by then. According to his biographer, Francis Nevins, Woolrich's marriage fell apart when Gloria Blackton discovered a diary detailing some queer exploits with sailors on the LA waterfront. Disgraced, Woolrich returned to New York, where he lived with his mother for the rest of his closeted but creative life. Naive straight shooters were the stock in trade of actor Bill Williams, a New York native who'd breaststroked his way into the movie business as a professional swimmer. RKO had him under a stock contract when he landed the lead in this picture as the soft-skulled swabby. The previous year, he'd married fellow studio player Barbara Hale, who'd go on to eventual fame as Della Street on the Perry Mason TV series. One of their three kids, William Catt, the spitting image of his old man, became a movie star in his own right in the 1970s, appearing in films like Carrie, Big Wednesday, and the TV show The Greatest American Hero. Years ago, Barbara Hale was my guest at a film noir festival where I screened a Cornell Woolrich double bill, The Window, in which she played Billy Driscoll's mom, and Deadline at Dawn. Barbara gave a wonderful, warm-hearted interview following The Window, and afterwards we settled in to watch Deadline at Dawn, which she hadn't seen since its premiere in 1946. But as soon as her late husband came on screen, Barbara broke down in tears and had to be escorted to the green room. "I really love that guy," she kept saying. Bill Williams and Barbara Hale had one of the strongest marriages ever made in Hollywood. Well, next week on Noir Alley, I have a TCM premiere. It's the 1948 Italian film Senza Pietà, Without Pity, based on a story by Federico Fellini and starring John Kitzmiller, an American GI who found success as an actor in Europe's post-war movie industry. And later this month, from January 24th to February 2nd, I'll be hosting my annual Noir City Film Festival here in Oakland, California. Now, if those women on the poster look familiar, it's because they're both my colleague, Alicia Malone, who will be joining me for the festival's opening weekend. Who knows? You may find us here at Bar 355, nibbling a couple between shows. Check out this website for more info. And until next week, see you in the shadows.